really was completely out of frustration. I used to get annoyed and angry and I didn't know why, and then there'd be times when Greg would be deployed and I would think of all these things I really wanted to talk to him about, and I was sort of building it all up, and then when I finally got to be able to speak to him, it was such a short time that we could speak, and didn't know what was happening in his world, so I end up just speaking about everyday things, and I was happy to see him, so I didn't want to get into being angry or sad or annoyed or anything like that. And then we'll get off the phone, and then or we'll FaceTiming or Skyping probably then, and then I'd get off the phone and I'd be like, well, I didn't address anything I wanted to say, and then it would build up until the next time I saw him, and then it would happen again, and it was this constant emotional cycle of ups and downs and whatnot. And I know, like, we had our child early just so that he could have an extra day. Greg could have an extra day with our son before he left. And it's all these little things that were accumulating. And I'm like, there has to be a better way. I think the military provides great support for partners once they're home, and once the partner's home. And if you do have issues, then you can seek support. But I think they really lack in trying to address the prevention instead of trying to treat the actual the problem that has occurred. So I suppose my light bulb moment was when I was reading an article about these couples who have never met before. They fall in love, and the psychology behind it about how they can actually really fall in love. I know a lot of some of them don't work, but there are a huge percentage that do work, and it's because of their communication, because they communicated so well without having to be face to face, that they built the foundation on communication first, their relationship, and then they grew from there. And I'm like, well, if they can create and improve their relationship and have never met, then why is it actually falling apart for us? And I knew it had something to do with communication, and I there had to be a better way, pretty much. So I thought, we need a program that addressed basically the one-sided conversations, like and repeated conversations. I wanted to sort of do something to help that. I wanted to find a more supporting network that people in a similar situation could actually be together and connect and talk to each other. I remember times where my family or friends, they would get annoyed with Greg for being away, but it was his job, and they didn't seem to understand, especially my parents. My mum was very protective and going, well, he needs to come back. You've just had a child, and things like that. Or people would say things like, I don't know how you do it. But really all I needed to hear was, you're doing amazing. What can I do to help? Or just simple things like that. So I wanted to create a program that could address all those issues, but I knew I couldn't do it by myself because I didn't really understand the psychology behind it, and I really wanted myself and others to be able to benefit from having a real understanding what's happening myself and also my partner as well. And then in the hope that the idea is that when partners come back, the relationship is actually stronger than what it was before. So I knew I had to partner with a specialist in that area, a psychologist that specialized in communication, had a passion for really helping couples and family situations and things like that. And Emma, she's amazing. She just ticked every box that I needed to really complete this program and make it helpful for everybody. So after this, have a click through and see my interview with Emma if you like. She's a lovely, warm, caring, passionate. She's not burnt out. She's so excited to still help people. And that's why we created a program that over the course of the deployment, it starts pre-deployment really, like setting up the communication strategies and things like that. And then once you're on deployment, there's like little tasks, there's fun things. We talk about love, relationships, sex. We talk about how to win an argument where both partners win, how to really communicate and have fun also, without having to discuss the details of what they're doing over there, which we know we can't do that, and having repetitive conversation here. So we look at all these, and there's different fun tasks along the way. Then we look at just before coming home from deployment, what things you can discuss, like what is the person that stays at home, what's their schedule, and how can the partner that's returning help with that schedule, or how can they slot into that easier. And then also we look at once people are home, the partners are together again, and helping them as well. So it really is a full life cycle of a deployment, really. It's something that I wanted every deployment. I'm like, oh, and then it's taken nearly 3 years in the making, just because we really wanted to get it right, and we wanted you to have the information so you can have better understanding and you can enjoy the deployment more. So pretty much that's where it came from. I'm really excited that I can hopefully help a lot of people. It's helped me just going through the process and understanding myself. I really learned a lot about myself, and also then my partner and what they're like, and how then we can work together. So I'd really love to see you join us in this program. There is support all the way, and I really welcome you to it. So thank you for listening, and thank you for listening to my story. I hope to see you in our program. Thanks.